It is called Play the Fool. It's windy. I don't make sense to me either sometimes. Well, hello, America, I'm on. I promise this entire vlog is not gonna be in the car again. I am so excited. So if you guys regularly watch my vlogs, which if you don't, you should, and you should subscribe to. You know that I have wanted to have like, that I've always kind of complained about, like we don't really have any cute little bookstores nearby, or like, that's not really near my town. If I have to even go to a Barnes & Noble, I have to travel like 45 minutes. I recently came across a cute little bookstore that I had no idea existed, but I guess it's been around for at least a couple years. So I want to go check them out and see what's going on because I like to support small businesses. I'm a huge believer in supporting small businesses when you can and if you can afford to. I know that sometimes small businesses are a bit pricier, so I totally understand if sometimes it's not something that's totally feasible. I never judge. You've seen me shop at small businesses and you've seen me buy from Amazon. I'm a well-rounded individual when it comes to not judging how people get the things that they do as long as it's somewhat ethical. But I digress. I'm so excited to go to this bookstore. I'm not looking for anything in particular. I really just want to go and browse, and if I see something that tickles my fancy, so be it. But, oh, also, my Kindle got here. We will be talking about her later, but I really wanted to check out this bookstore, and we have to go because they close in an hour and a half. Here's a little bit. A lot because of the wind. It's windy. But I wanted to give you guys a little haul of what I got because I can't wait and I'm so excited. So I saw this book in there and I thought it was so cute. It is called Play the Fool. So this is sort of like a supernatural sort of mystery. Essentially, she's trying to figure out, I'm reading from the back, so it's not a spoiler. It's just sort of trying to figure out like if her friend is gone to like solve the mystery. How many pages is this? It is 309 pages. So I should fly through that no problem. And then I got, it's so cute, you guys. I'm so excited I found these. So then they gave me a bookmark too that's like their shop's bookmark and it's adorable. It's just like a beautiful flower pattern. I believe these are actually California poppies, which I have a tattoo of. So that feels a little like set in the universe that I was supposed to find that and like go there. I don't know, I'm excited about it. I look for little things like that. And then I got this sticker for my Kindle. It is so cute. It has just like a bunch of different elements from a lot of books and I think it's adorable. And then I got the cutest magnet bookmark because I lose a lot of my bookmarks, but it's a tarot card called The Bookshelf. I thought it would be so cute for when I'm reading my tarot book. I love it, but that's what I got. I'm gonna cry because I'm parked next to a Caribbean kitchen. Do you guys say Caribbean or Caribbean? I don't know which one's right. I just say Caribbean because of the movie, but it smells so good. All the stuff that I can't have because of the seasoning and the gluten. Damn it. But that's okay. I have fried chicken at home, so I'm gonna go home and watch Vanderpump Rules premiere and show you guys my Kindle and my thoughts on it. And I really wish I could have those crab legs. So it's a couple days after our book trip. I have some updates, but I got super tired after that trip and then my cramps hit and I was like, oh, okay, that's why. But nevertheless, we persevere. Couple things I want to talk about. We are going to talk about the Kindle today. Don't worry, I did not forget. Big news is I finished my blanket. It's huge. Like it is absolutely like just massive. I mean, so we're gonna be using that one. I have my other one next to me, don't worry. It's always blankets on this bed constantly. The ends of it turned out like, it's so heavy to even hold it up. The ends of it turned out great. You can see the little like parts where I tied the old string onto the new string, so I had to cut those and like tuck them in. But the edges themselves, I mean, here's the deal, right? This was my first crochet, the excuses I'm about to make. This was my first crochet project since like 2015-ish. Like my attempt at anything. I had never actually completed a project when I had started crocheting in college because again I just didn't have the time, but this was my first ever completed project. And so for that reason and for that reason alone, I am very proud of it and will be keeping it forever. But I'm gonna say it before anybody else does. The edges are f***ed. Look at that swoop. The edges, oh, maybe it doesn't look as bad on camera. The edges are messed up. They're a little wonky. You can like definitely see where I got the hang of it. Like this is a very straight line, but I'm keeping it forever. I like that it's flawed. I think it gives her character. Y'all don't be putting no dirt on her name. And it's so warm and it's like heavy, but it's still breathable, and I'm already picking out yarn tomorrow for another one. Different color, of course. But my Kindle got here this week. I wanted to go check out that bookstore. It's been a very bookish, relaxing week, and I'm living for it. Especially because like I have had cramps all week, so I can only do so much. But I digress. The Kindles. Let's talk about them. I will show you the video of me unboxing it now. So, as we know from a previous vlog, I got this little bad boy Kindle, 7th generation, 6th or 7th, either way, 6th or 7th, back in like September-ish, yes, because I wanted to see if I would like it, so I bought this used. By the way, this is what a Kindle looks like when it's completely turned off. It's not broken, it's just the screen has been turned off because I had to reset it because I am mailing this off because I got a discount on this one from trading it in. It's a whole thing. Anyways, I bought this bad boy because I was like, okay, let's see if I even like the Kindle. Let's buy it secondhand, because if I don't like it, then I didn't spend what I spent on this one. I believe I got this for like 40 bucks on Macari, and she does work great. She worked fantastic for the rest of 2023, and then I read that Amazon was going to start not supporting this generation and that it slowly would stop taking updates, and eventually, you know, it's sort of like the world of technology of eventually this technology will become outdated and you will have to replace it. It's a cycle. And so that slowly started happening, whereas I told you last week, like it had started not updating as fast, it started moving slower. If I got to the end of a chapter, like the last page, and I clicked to go to the next chapter, it would bring me back to the beginning of the chapter that I just read. It was malfunctioning that way. A lot of times I would click just to switch pages and it would immediately go to trying to rate it in Goodreads, which was really weird. So it was just starting to malfunction. I'm like, oh, okay, I thought that I was gonna have to like April or May to upgrade my Kindle. Surely it wouldn't stop working right into 2024. Surely they would give us some time. They didn't. So when I was able to not keep getting through any book on this was when I was like, okay, I need to order it. That'll be that. But let's talk about one of the biggest differences I noticed was size. So she is, yes, I'm still on Iron Flame. I'm almost done. I promise. I only have 9 hours left, my audiobook said. So this is the newest version of Kindle, which is the 11th generation of Paperwhite. The screen is bigger. It also looks to be the same width, but this one is heavier than this one. That was one of the first things I noticed when I was switching them, is I held them up and I'm like, oh, this is kind of a difference. Not a huge difference, but when I put my Kindle in the holder that I have attached next to sort of like my chair or my bed, you saw me get it back when I got my Kindle. When I used to put this one in it, it would immediately weigh down and I would have to readjust. Granted, it is a very cheap extension arm, so that might have had something to do with it, but I put this one in and it just doesn't move that much. It just kind of rests where it's supposed to rest. So I have been using this Kindle. First of all, you saw me decorate it with stickers. I will say I did add that one sticker I got from the bookstore, so they changed a little bit, but not a lot. And I really enjoy it. This one definitely loads faster and like scrolls faster than the other one did. That's the biggest takeaway I've noticed. This one has more storage. I believe this was like only 3 or 4 gigabytes, and this one is 16, so I'm definitely able to hold a lot more books and it doesn't slow down. Sorry, I'm shopping now. It doesn't slow down any of my books or loading or reading speed, nothing like that. Yeah, I'll download that. So this is my problem. I get in front of my Kindle and then I can't think. As far as holding a charge, holds a charge fantastic. As you could see in the video. That didn't happen. You could see in the video, but I did get the agave sage green. I don't know if I mentioned that, but like I did get the green. I am a green Kindle girly because all of my technology is black, and that's very sleek and posh and minimalist, and I love it, but I wanted to treat myself to a little pretty item, and it's gorgeous. I love it. So if you have an older Kindle that is acting up and you're like, oh, I want to hold on to this for like as long as I can. I don't know if the new Kindle is as good. I just wanted to let you guys know that it is in fact as good, if if not better. There isn't a super huge difference when using these. This one does have more text and font settings than my other one did, so I'm really enjoying that aspect, especially with my dyslexia. It's made reading even easier on this. The big thing about this Kindle was it could fit right in my coat pocket, and even though this one is a bit wider, it definitely can still just fit right in a coat pocket or go right in a fanny pack or a purse or a bag. You know, it's basically the same Kindle I had, but just better, and I really like the Paperwhite. I did debate between like the Oasis. I'm like, do I go a completely different route with the Kindle? I knew I didn't want a Kindle Fire because that's essentially an iPad, and I have an iPad, so I don't need another one. And the Oasis, I was like, what is the big difference? And the biggest difference is essentially just the buttons. But that is my review of my brand new Kindle Paperwhite Generation 11 in agave green, or sage green as most people call it, which, like, why didn't you just name it sage green? And that essentially has been my week. It's been a lot of reading. I've been finishing up crocheting, and this thing is so cool and I love it, and I can't wait to start my new blanket. You'll see me start my new blanket in the next vlog, I swear. Also, oh my god, I almost forgot. I almost ended this vlog without talking about it. The Vanderpump Rules premiere. If you're not into reality TV, I get it, but you need to watch that. Okay, here's what you need to do. If you've never watched Vanderpump Rules, which I never had until like the whole Scandival thing, watch the last episode of season 10. Watch the reunions. And then watch the first episode of season 11. Let me know your thoughts. I watched the first episode of season 11 as I'm like also working through the previous seasons because one thing about me, I don't know why, I don't know what to tell you. I love reality TV. I can't explain it. Certain reality TV. Like, I know that Lisa Vanderpump is from the Real Housewives. I can't stand the Real Housewives show. I'm sorry, I can't do it. But Vanderpump Rules is great, so I don't know what to tell you. I don't make sense to me either sometimes. But I could not believe what Lala did in episode 1. I'm not gonna spoil it for you if you guys haven't seen it, but like, Lala is one of my favorites because yes, she's aggressive, and like, yes, she's made some choices in her love life and personal life that I personally wouldn't do and don't agree with, but at the end of the day, she keeps it fucking real. And she's like, nope, this is what happened, ABC, here's the receipts, here you go. Which, like, hi. She made me so mad in the first episode of like, well, I just have been feeling this way and thinking about it, and I've just been in Raquel's shoes. That doesn't matter. You either pick your friend or you don't. Like, that's your bestie or it's not. What are you doing? But she did kind of redeem herself at the end with that talk with Ariana. So I'm just saying, if you haven't watched it, you need to go watch it. I needed to get that off my chest. But I do hope that you enjoyed this vlog. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. I take a nap right here. Ooh, I have a clip in my head. I forgot.